anything to declare?
Yeah, don't go to England.
Satisfying furniture and Scarlet cushions with matching chocolate buttons.
Did you understand a single word of what you just said?
Hey guys, I'm Kevin.
I'm Jake.
And this is Movie Matters. Today we're talking about the 2000 movie from Guy Ritchie, Snatch. I love this movie. It's one of my top favorite movies of all time. It's hilarious. It's super fun. I've seen it a million times. And yeah, I mean, it's one of my favorite movies. Jake, what do you like about it?
The snappy, witty dialogue is great.
Yes.
Brad Pitt's character is so good.
Yeah.
Just like the whole gag about not being able to understand the gypsies or the pikeys is so funny. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, all the characters are awesome, and we'll talk about it, more, but like how they're introduced in the very beginning in like 5-second clips tells you like everything you need to know about every single character, and it's just so great.
Yeah, this movie's very stylized and very snappy in the editing, very snappy in the action, in the dialogue, in the wit. And it's what I discovered this time. I mean, again, I've seen it a million times, and I've always thought it's funny, but this time I really looked at it as a comedy and not more of a like action, crime drama, if you will, or crime thriller. I looked at it as more of a comedy, and it made me laugh so much more. I mean, it's just a funny movie in general. And, I mean, it's so good. And I'm a huge Guy Ritchie fan. I think he is a very underrated director. A lot of people don't like his movies, I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong, but I love almost all of his movies. They're so fun. The dialogue's great. Like you said, it's like witty, it's snappy. Like most of his movies are like that because he writes a lot of them, if not most of them. And they're super entertaining. They're not anything more than that. And I just love his movies.
They're not meant to be either.
Yeah.
Like,
it's pure entertainment.
I think he's like, I don't know, a director for the people, in like a lot of ways. Like, he's not trying to make like a cinematic masterpiece. He's trying to make a movie that's going to be fun to watch and like super gripping and entertaining,
Yeah, agreed. I mean, he's made a couple movies I don't love, but like Wrath of Man, I think I've mentioned this to you multiple times. Did you ever watch it? Did we ever watch it?
I haven't, no, but
you need to watch it.
I know of it. Yeah.
I think it's streaming right now. But that movie is like a hidden gem, in my opinion. It's so awesome. And the movie starts off with that snappy dialogue right away. And I saw it in theaters and was like, okay, this is awesome. And so my experience with Snatch is pretty interesting. I mean, this movie came out in 2000. I mean, we were 8 years old, 9 years old. And I think a few years after this movie had released, a lot of the movies I owned back in the day would have these like promos for other movies, and like they'd mash them all together. And I remember seeing specifically the shot of Brad Pitt in the boxing match getting like knocked out and flying into midair. That always, so I was like, what is that movie? And so I remember I went to Circuit City one day, and they had a pretty good movie section back in the day. Obviously, Circuit City doesn't exist anymore. It's an electronics store. And I found Snatch on DVD, and I was like, oh, what? This looks cool. Like Brad Pitt's in it, Jason Statham, Dennis Farina, Vinnie Jones. I'm like, I like all these guys. And I blind bought it, as they say, a blind buy. Like I'd never, obviously really heard of the movie or done any research. So I just was like, this looks cool. Like, let me try it out. And back in that time, I had a portable DVD player. And when everyone like in my family would be going to sleep, I'd be up at night watching movies on my portable DVD player. And this was one of those movies where I started it and I watched maybe like the first 30 minutes and I was like, I don't know if I like this. Like, it's kind of weird. And so I turned it off, and I went to bed. And I thought about it more, and the next day, I put it back on. I started it from scratch, and I was like, holy shit, this movie's so awesome. And rewatched it, and I just like fell in love with it. And it's become a staple in my life of how like this movie is. It's so entertaining and so funny, and I love it. I mean, it's number 120 in IMDb's top 250 list. I mean, last week we did Mad Max Fury Road, and that was 185. Do we think that Mad Max is better than this movie? Or do we think Snatch is better than Mad Max? Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's like very much an apples and oranges question.
I know. It's so different.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, because, like, you're talking... I mean, well, it actually is a pretty interesting... We don't need to dive too far into it, but, like, I mean, you're talking about two very, like, highly stylized movies, but Snatch is so stylized that it, like, takes you out of, like, the real world and, like, puts you into, like, Guy Ritchie's world, where, like, Mad Max is very, very stylistically shot and stuff, but it keeps you, like, within the world of the movie, you know? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's an interesting... one that frankly I wasn't prepared to discuss.
I know. I was like thinking like how do you like I think like 120 versus 185, like 65
it's like
movies are better.
It's like a mood thing to me. Like what am I in the mood for, you know?
And I've seen both movies so many times. I mean, that's obviously why they're on this month's list of viewings. I don't know. I think I might rank Mad Max above Snatch. That's just me. But again, it's all subjective, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this movie's so good. I love how it's got Jason Statham's narration. Like, this is before Jason Statham started getting, like, his career went like that really fast. Because he was in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Have you ever seen that? Did we ever watch that?
No, I haven't.
You've never seen? Oh, you should definitely watch it. I mean, that's Guy Ritchie's first movie, and that movie made him famous. And or so I think it's his first movie. I'm pretty positive it is. But like that movie is the same style of gritty, like underground London. And I've only seen it like once or twice. I should definitely rewatch it. It's got that same humor, but I think Snatch is a significantly better movie. That's just my opinion.
Mm-hmm. It's also funny to see Jason Statham not in an action role in this movie.
Yeah, he's not
compared to like every single
asses.
movie he's done since.
Especially now. I mean, like there's that joke of like he's always the like a job title, like I'm the transporter, I'm the working man, I'm the beekeeper. Yeah, it's like all his like just blue collar jobs that no one that like is not a very common job. Yeah, it's always something man. He's just a man, working man. You know, or
who
Wrath
also
of
has
Man.
some kind of like SAS background that can like just murder people,
destroy an
relentlessly.
entire town or something. Yeah, I think he's great. I think he's super fun. He's awesome in this. He's really funny. He needs to do. I feel like he's really funny, and no one's ever truly. I mean, there's a couple movies that he's been really funny in, but he's never really done more comedy. He's done only action. I think he should do more comedy. Like he's really funny in this. There's a movie called, ironically, London, in with him and Chris Evans and Jessica Biel. It's kind of a romance movie, and he has hair in it, which is odd, but he's hilarious in it, and it's a very underrated movie. No one's ever heard of it. No one's ever watched it, but it's a very underrated movie. And he was really funny in Spy with the one lady from Bridesmaids, Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
He's hilarious in that movie because his like seriousness and deadpan.
Yeah.
Just like how he's, and that's what's funny about it is he's made this career as such an action star, and then when he's funny, it's like, oh, okay, it's shocking.
Yeah. Well, like Liam Neeson has that like quality too, where like he can deliver like absolutely deadpan but like hilarious jokes.
Yeah.
Like
Did you
I
see
don't know. I think I think
Naked
we've
Gun?
sent each other the Ricky Gervais clip
Yes.
where like he's
Yes.
doing like an improv thing with him
Yeah.
and and he's just like talking about how like his mother's dead or something, like completely deadpan the whole time.
Yeah. It's really funny. Yeah, I love when people do that. I love deadpan in general and like that kind of seriousness or serious tone that is like it's just funny. It's really funny to me. Yeah, and then you've got Jason Statham. You got Stephen Graham, who's been really popular as of late because he did the show Adolescence. Have you seen that on
No.
Netflix? Oh, it's so good. It's shot. Each episode is shot as a one continuous take, and it's an hour long, and it's crazy. It's crazy, and its subject matter's very dark but really good. And he's been winning all kinds of awards for it. And what's cool is he's great in this, and it was revealed that he got cast in this movie by chance. He accompanied a friend to an audition, and when his friend was done, Guy Ritchie asked Graham if he was next and handed him a script. Graham has dyslexia and told Ritchie that he'd need time to familiarize himself with the scene, and Ritchie asked if he could improvise. Graham said he could, and he got the part, which is crazy.
Nice.
Just by off chance, you become an actor out of nowhere. It's pretty interesting. Also the one thing that sticks out to me in this movie is the editing. The editing is so awesome. It's so chaotic and manic and fun and it's like it's funny because I mean we just did Fury Road and we talked about the editing with that, but this movie has such a very stylized editing, and I think with the dialogue, they really go hand in hand and really complement each other and make it a fun, thrilling ride. And yeah, it's super entertaining. I love that.
This will probably be the weirdest comparison I ever make on this show, but the dialogue in this, in a lot of Guy Ritchie movies, is like very. I don't know if you've ever watched Gilmore Girls, but
I have not.
my wife watches it a lot, so I've been exposed. And there's like the writing style in that show is very much like I don't know, like how to, like, hyper real. Like everybody has a witty comment like immediately lined up for like every single like delivery, you know? And like that's kind of how Guy Ritchie movies are. Like everybody is just like the most witty person on the planet.
They're all in on
but
it.
it's so funny. Like it works so well. I don't like Gilmore Girls, but I like Guy Ritchie movies.
I can't believe you just compared Gilmore Girls to Snatch. That's hilarious. Definitely the wildest comparison so far.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I mean, it's like a very similar kind of like, it's like hyper real, I think is how I describe it. Like nobody actually like speaks this way in real life, you know? Like no one is like that quick that they've like got just like an arsenal of like wit just like waiting to like shoot off. And to have like every single person in the movie that way.
Be that
like,
way. Yeah.
But it makes it fun and it makes it, it keeps that high energy, you know, through the whole movie.
Yeah, the pace is really good. I mean, because of that, every line is quotable in this movie and so funny. Like, oh my god, like, you know, I fucking hype Pikeys, and like just imitating the accents and everything for us Americans is really fun to do. And it's out of respect. It's not mocking by any means. Yeah, no. You like Dags? You like Dags? Dags. Yeah, Dags. Oh, dogs.
Dogs.
Yeah, so good. So good. And, you know, Brad Pitt is awesome in this movie as the fast-talking gypsy. And just, like, his dialogue is hilarious. I mean, again, I've mentioned it in a few of our reviews, is like, he's a, you know, obviously a superstar actor, but again, I think he's so underrated. Like,
yeah, I mean,
as funny as that sounds.
I don't know. We should do like a Brad Pitt month and like find
100%.
his like real like hidden gem, you know, movies that like really showcase his range or something. Because like,
yeah, we should.
I feel like like I feel like his range isn't respected enough, maybe. Like,
Maybe.
I feel like a lot
I
of
don't know.
people think of him as either like the romantic comedy, kind of guy, or like the action star. And I feel like there's a lot of stuff he's done in between that's like a little bit more like this movie, where like obviously he's like a bare knuckle boxer, but like he's also playing a completely different type of person, and doing it extremely well.
I mean, there's super underrated ones. Like Curious Case of Benjamin Button. He's awesome in The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. That movie is awesome, and he's so great in it. And it's shot by my favorite cinematographer, Roger Deakins, and that movie looks incredible. Like 12 Monkeys, he's awesome in. He's awesome in. He's literally awesome in everything I've ever seen him in, basically. So, yeah, it's very interesting. Like Meet Joe Black, he's really good in. All the Ocean's movies, he's good in. He's just so solid. Apparently, he was a big fan of Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and approached Guy Ritchie and asked him for a role in this film. Because he wanted to move away from kind of commercial movies and work with new directors. Ritchie originally wanted Pitt to play Turkish, played by Statham, but Pitt couldn't really master a London accent, so he created the role of Mickey the Pikey for him. But there's also several stories behind his character and why he talks the way he talks. It's like, one states that it was inspired by many critics' complaints about the accents of characters in Guy Ritchie's previous movie, Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, which is really funny. Ritchie then decided to counter the criticisms by creating a character that was not only unintelligible for the audience, but couldn't be understood by the characters in the movie either, which is really funny, obviously. Others state that it was Pitt's own attempt to get back at Irish viewers and critics who had ridiculed his Irish accent in The Devil's Own, which is a movie with him and Harrison Ford. Have you ever seen that?
No.
I have not seen it in a long time, but I think the movie was made fun of because of his Irish accent, and I think even Harrison Ford's. But I'm a big Harrison Ford fan. I've seen it. I need to rewatch it. Definitely due for a rewatch on that. Ritchie himself has stated that he made Pitt an Irish traveler because Pitt couldn't do a London accent, like I mentioned earlier, but his Irish one was passable. The director also thought it would be funny to cast one of Hollywood's best paid stars and two-time People magazine's sexiest man alive in a film and make him ugly and incomprehensible as possible. Finally, Pitt himself admitted that the day before shooting was to commence, he got cold feet because he couldn't make his traveler dialect work. He contacted Ritchie asking him to release him from the part and persuading Ritchie to play the part himself. Ritchie refused, so Pitt asked a crew member he had befriended for advice, who told him that it didn't matter what he did, as no one understands British gypsies anyway. This gave Pitt the idea to make Mickey completely unintelligible, to which Ritchie agreed. So there's conflicting stories of why he is the way he is, but they all kind of make sense and fit together, and it's just he's just iconic in this role, and so badass. His bare knuckle boxing background of just the one punch, Mickey, One Punch Mickey is so cool, and the sound effect of him just whoosh and hitting the guy in the face and knocking him cold to the ground, it's so cool. I just like all the boxing matches in this movie are so fun and stylized, especially the ending one. But his comedy is super funny too, because like in the beginning when you first meet him, I did not know this until I read the trivia recently. It's assumed he is pooping. When they first meet, he's like kind of between the two caravans or whatever, and he gets up. So he's defecating. He's taking a shit.
That's funny.
Which I had no idea, and then I took the memory bank and like, oh yeah, when he's introduced, he is like squatting.
Yeah.
That's so funny. I mean, it's just like...
It is funny.
And then, the Gorgeous George gets out of the car and he's like, fuck me, look at the size of that fella. How big is he? Hey kids, how big is he? That's a big man, that's for sure. So funny.
Yeah.
Just like that quick, just boom, boom, boom. It's so awesome. Yeah, I mean, his character's great. I love Tyrone, Saul, and I think Vincent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the three guys who are like go to rob the bookies. They're
Yeah.
so funny. I also realized that this movie is just like a lot of running gags.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really realize that before. And like I said, I looked at this movie as more of a comedy this time around, and it was just it's so great. Like usually Dennis Farina is my favorite character in this movie because he's hilarious,
Yeah.
but also because it's like I guess it's because he's the American in the movie, and like we as Americans, gravitate towards him, and we're kind of that American in the story of all these, fast talking, accented people.
Yeah.
And I love Dennis Farina in general. He's just so great. But this time, I mean, I like Brad Pitt was the star of the show for me.
Yeah. Well, my favorite shots in the movie are when Farina travels. It's like passport stamp, doing a shot from overhead, and then the airplane taking off. Like,
Yeah.
it's so great. Such good editing too. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, I don't like Ritchie just does such a good job of communicating to the audience in like a very concise and like clear way, not only through dialogue but through like sequences and editing and stuff. And like I think that's why this movie's like really like holds, I think, a special place in both our hearts, because it's just like, I don't know, really really well put together. And like,
Oh yeah.
just like, I mean, we talked a lot about structure in Mad Max and stuff, and like this movie's kind of all over the place, but like in a really fun way,
Yeah.
like, and like, I mean, I didn't really think about it as much, but I'm like, there is like a, I think, pretty clear 3-act structure. Like you have the beginning that like sets up the heist, move through, all of the problems, which there's like 6 different problems, that the movie's addressing. And then, the resolution of like all the problems basically culminating into one problem, that everyone's kind of simultaneously dealing with. So it's really fun. It's got a lot of cool use of the characters. And like I said, like there's like multiple different storylines going on. Each like group of people is like distinctive. And like, even though there are like, I don't even know, like 12 characters in this movie that are all like central, like it does a really good job of like grouping them and then like keeping them pretty like self-contained until everything kind of converges like near the end, and it's really easy as a viewer to like track what's going on, which is appreciated, like
Yeah.
sometimes movies like this where there's multiple narratives going on can get really confusing and muddy, but like he does a really good job of keeping everything really straightforward.
Yeah, agreed. It's really well written, and like the introduction to the characters, this movie is so like you want to just, it oozes like emulation, and like you want to, like me being a such a film nerd and like making student films and stuff like that and bogus bullshit, just on the side with cameras. Like you want to copy this formula because it's so engaging and fun. And like I said, like the introduction of just, I love a movie that's like, hey, let me just do like a little introduction of each character and like freeze frame on them and like say their name of who this is. Like that's so fun, and it's inviting, and like, yeah, they write the characters so well, and like the story, like you said, converges super well. And I think that all culminates with Boris the Blade. Obviously they're all trying to go after this one thing, the diamond, and everybody's after that. And that's a fun storyline in and of itself of, hey, we've got this is the MacGuffin. We're all after this.
Yeah.
And we have different characters trying to go after it, and then we all meet up. And like I said, I think it's when Boris the Blade is like captured, and then Turkish and I'm blanking on Stephen Graham's name. Checking, hold on, sorry.
Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy. Turkish and Tommy Turkish throws the milk out of the car and it hits the windshield of who is it? Is it Vincent and Saul and Tyrone's car that hit? It's either way.
Yes.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, and then they run over
Boris.
Yeah, no, I'm just thinking. I think no, it's Dennis Farina.
Vincent throws the. Oh shit! Yeah, who throws the milk?
Turkish throws the milk,
and
it lands on Dennis Farina, Vinnie Jones, and then their car, and they crash, and then
that's right. Then Boris stumbles out and gets hit by
Vincent, Saul,
Saul, and Tyrone.
Yeah, and what's funny is like you mentioned that it's all these kind of like sequences of events. I watched it with my fiance, and she was like, "This is just a bunch of clips." She didn't love the movie, which I was kind of upset about. And she's also a big Gilmore Girls fan, by the way. Shout out, which is funny. And she didn't make that comparison.
No,
we'll see if post her listening to this, if she's like, "Oh, yeah, I get what Jake was saying." I'm sure she'll say something. But she was like, "Yeah, it's just a bunch of clips like strung together." She didn't love this movie. I was like, "What? Come on!" But she's picky when it comes to movies.
My wife would not care for this movie. She probably wouldn't like any Guy Ritchie movie, but yeah,
we watched
it is what it is.
We watched Wrath of Man together. I think she enjoyed that. It wasn't like she was blown away by it.
Wrath of Man isn't as Guy Ritchie-esque as this movie is, though.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, this is very stylized.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is not a girls' movie for sure.
Yeah, no.
It's not a girls' movie.
A dudes being guys movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's why we like it so much.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, we're guys. We're dudes. We like it. Yeah, I love Dennis Farina. Dennis Farina's so good in this. All his like insults and how he's such an asshole to everyone is so funny. Like, shut up and sit down, you big bald fuck. Like, so he's so funny in this. But I loved like Tyrone, Saul, and Vincent are like the Three Stooges. They're such fucking idiots, and like them robbing the bookies with the shotguns and stuff, and like Tyrone being the ghetto or is it
Tyrone's the getaway driver.
Yeah,
with the stolen
there's
car.
so many characters, and I've got so much going on in my brain right now. So, but yeah, Tyrone, I love where he's just like, "Stop that dog from dribbling on my seats." He's like, "This is a stolen car, Tyrone." And then him getting out of the car and like them being like, "I thought you said he was a getaway driver. What the fuck can he get away from?" It's so funny, and like him trying to get out of the car is so comedic because it takes so long, and the camera just lingers on him a little too long, and that's what makes it so funny. But like little comedic tricks like that is what makes this movie so genius. And
like they shit on him like the whole time, and then he's the one that nabs Benicio del Toro.
Yeah.
After they back up or pull away from the van that he originally crashed into. And he's like, "Oh, that's a man with 4 fingers in a briefcase." And like the two others are just like sitting there like, "What the?"
Like, who is this guy? Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. You stupid fat bastard. Silly fat bastard.
Silly fat bastard. So good. The insults are written so well. Like,
oh yeah.
Just like, I don't know. Some of his word choice is just so great.
Yeah, it's again, Guy Ritchie really knows how to write a movie. Yeah, it's just it's classic. I mean, Bullet Tooth Tony, who's Vinnie Jones, is awesome in this movie and has such like amazing dialogue, and his introduction is hilarious, where he's like beating the shit out of a dude and then fucking slamming his head in the door and then answers the phone, "Bonjour," like that, and like, why do they call him Bullet Tooth Tony? It's like, he was shot 6 times in one sitting, and it's just like
In one sitting.
at like a strip club or something, and he gets shot. He's like, "You're in trouble now, son," and like has a fucking giant sword. Yeah, and then his like monologue about mincy faggot balls. I'm quoting. When they're like Vincent and Tyrone and Saul try to rob him, and they're like, "Well, you've got replica written on the side of your gun. I've got Desert Eagle, .50." Like, so good. It's so quotable and so funny, and and then oh my god, I mean the storyline just with Mickey, Brad Pitt's character, and him getting brought into this boxing match, and then them Turkish and Tommy fucking up because Mickey basically almost kills Gorgeous George because they sell him a shitty caravan. And like that's kind of what sets the story for them. And you know, Brad Pitt being this fast-talking gypsy that doesn't follow the rules, doesn't go down when he's supposed to in this fixed boxing match against Bricktop. Bricktop being the main villain, the big bad of the movie, who is awesome in this movie. He's so good, and there's such great writing with him. And like for one example is when Mickey basically knocks one of the guys out, and all these other gangsters are like pissed at Bricktop, and Bricktop's like, I'm sorry. They're kind of beating him down. And then some random guy is just like, "Oh, thanks for the tip, Bricktop." And Bricktop like slices his balls or something, like cuts him.
Yeah.
And it's just like, "You stop me whilst I'm walking again, and I'll cut your fucking Jacobs off." I was like, that scene is so cool because it beats him down and then just fucking brings him right back up. And it's such good writing because it's like you have this intense, ruthless villain. And you beat, like I said, you beat him down and you bring him right back up, and just like, okay, all right, this guy's still menacing.
And it shows like where his like respects lie, you know, like he sees those other gangsters as like his peers, you know, and like this random guy is like a piece of shit that like he's, you know, not gonna put up with, you know.
Yeah, it's great. It's great writing, definitely. Like that scene specifically stuck out to me. I made like a big note on that. I was like,
his monologue about how to feed people to pigs too is also like super scary. Like and like I love the scene when he does that, and the one guy who knows who he is like terrified in that whole scene, and the other guys, you know, Vincent and Saul are just like, who is this fucking guy? Which is funny. And really cool. Just again, there's really good blocking with all these characters in all these scenes. There's such good blocking, and how Guy Ritchie moves the cameras and moves his characters. Just like it's really well done, and has each character have like an agenda. Is really really well done. And great directing. Like the another running gag that I love is that Boris always sells people like shitty guns, and like he always says, "Oh, it's heavy, so that means it's reliable, and you can always hit them with it." And like it's just that's always hilarious. That's kind of a running gag. The sneaky fucking Russian, like that's a gag. But I love Germans.
Yeah, it's the Germans. Yep. Yeah, there's so many, and like what I noticed is really funny is when Turkish and Tommy are like in their like boxing area or like their headquarters, and you've got that guy cooking the sausages.
The sausage guy.
There's another random scene that I noticed, and I'm sure I've noticed it before, but I noticed it on this viewing, is like many scenes after that first time he's introduced of like 2 minutes Turkish and then 5 minutes Turkish. It's like, it was 2 minutes 5 minutes ago. There's a scene so many scenes later that just like cuts to them in there, and he's still cooking the sausages. Which I like noticed, and I just thought that was so funny. Yeah, it's so good. The running gag of Boris the Blade being a bullet dodger. It's like, because he dodges bullets, Abby. And when Vinnie Jones, Bullet Tooth Tony, is shooting him, and he's like, "Fuck you," and he keeps getting shot. And like Vinnie Jones is like, "For fuck's sake," and then shoots him in the head finally, and he dies. That whole scene's just hilarious.
But I love that the way he shoots that scene is great because you don't see Boris at all. You just hear him off camera.
Yeah.
And it's just just static camera on Bullet Tooth Tony the whole time. And like his reactions to him not dying, it's so funny.
Yeah, so funny. Yeah, again, like that's how this movie is pure comedy. It's so good. But like when the action gets great and like the movie gets intense, like there's the scene where you figure out like everything. It's when Mickey throws the fight, like, or doesn't throw the fight and knocks the dude out, and then Bricktop basically wants to send a message, and it goes into this montage with Angel by Massive Attack, which is such an awesome song and so well done, and like so well suited for this. And they start, smashing up their like casino. Turkish and Tommy's casino gets smashed up. That scene's intense, where Tommy comes and saves the day with the gun, and then you get Mickey. His mom gets burned alive in the caravan, and that really like intensifies the whole story and makes it even crazier. And yeah, I mean, like, there's like two great scenes that are like that are just like montages almost. There's that, and then when they're trying to catch Tyrone, like Bricktop is trying to catch Tyrone, and it's juxtaposed with the hair,
dogs chasing the
dogs.
hair.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to bring up too. Yeah,
so cool and such good juxtaposition and like symbolism. It's really well done, and one gets away and the other doesn't, and it's so well done. It's great filmmaking. Yeah, I mean, I fucking love this movie. And I love when they have like the funeral for Mickey's mom, and they all are getting like trash drunk, and Mickey's just hammered going into the boxing match. And I didn't notice this before, but there's a part where he's just like always burping, and then he just sits up straight and goes, "I need to have a shite." I didn't notice. I don't remember that line at all, and I was laughing so hard at that line. So hard at that line. I think it's because my fiance loves putting subtitles on, which we've talked about before. If like I don't necessarily love subtitles, but now I've grown accustomed to it because she puts them on with everything. But it actually really helped with this movie, especially because of all the dialogues and accents, especially with Brad Pitt. So
does it actually put his lines on the screen?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
really?
So that's where like I maybe that's
it would
why
be more funny
notice.
if it just said unintelligible.
Yeah. I mean, it really helps with his dialogue, which is really funny, and it makes it funnier, in my opinion. Especially because, like I said, I don't remember him saying, "I need to have a shite." Like, I don't. Did you hear that line? Do you like remember him saying that or no?
No, I don't.
Yeah, exactly. Like subtitles help with this movie. There's a really funny SNL skit with Bill Hader and Fred Armisen where they're like making fun of like British movies, and they're saying unintelligible things with a British accent, and it's funny. You'll have to look it up, but it's funny. But yeah, the ending boxing match, the editing is so stylized. I mentioned in one of our other past reviews, I wrote like or maybe it was just you and I talking. I wrote a paper this was high school in our English class that you and I were in, and I wrote it on the editing for this movie specifically, and the whole like just the sound effects in the movie, like or in that scene, and like the camera whips and like just it's so awesome and so stylized and so fun. And then like him getting knocked out and going underwater is so genius. Yeah. And then him coming back up, and the editing like of him flying back up and knocking the dude out. Like, and it's like a pikey always has a plan, always bet on yourself. which is
Yeah.
so cool. And it's like if you think about it, he's been doing that since the beginning of the movie, which is another
Yeah.
thing I realized after like this viewing. Again, just, the movie's super entertaining, and there's a lot to almost get lost when watching it because there's so much. And again, I've seen this movie hundreds of times, and like I picked up a lot of stuff this time because I was being more analytical about it. And I love how the movie ends how it starts. It starts with Turkish and Tommy. You don't know who they're meeting, and you've got Turkish's narration, and then you realize it's Doug the Head at the end, and they're trying to sell the diamond to him, and then Doug the Head calls Avi to come back, and it's that vicious circle of like, no matter what's going to happen, these guys are always going to be, fucked up, and it's just going to keep happening, and there's always going to be problems. But I love how the dog, eats the diamond, and they get the dog at the end. That's like their alibi of why they're at that pikey campsite because they left town. Like, yeah, it's so good, and like the music for the boxing match is so good. Yeah, I love this movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. I will absolutely watch it again. And yeah, I can't get enough of it. It's so great. And I highly recommend you watch his other movies, specifically Wrath of Man. You got to watch it. I'm going to look right now if it's streaming. But what else? You got anything else you want to add?
I don't think so. Oh, I thought it was interesting that Matthew Vaughn produced it.
Yeah.
Super interesting. Didn't realize that at all. A cool connection.
Yeah. Have you seen Layer Cake?
No.
You got to watch Layer Cake. It's Daniel Craig. It's like the movie that got him James Bond. You got to watch it. And it's Matthew
All right.
Vaughn. Matthew Vaughn made it. It's really good. Let's see if... So this movie, Snatch, is streaming on Netflix right now at the moment. Layer Cake is not streaming on anything, but I highly recommend you watch that, Jake. Let's see about Wrath of Man. I thought Wrath of Man was on, Prime or something. Oh, it's on Netflix, Wrath of Man.
Oh, okay.
Watch it. If you don't have anything to do today, which I'm sure you have something to do, but watch it. I highly recommend you watch it. I know you're kind of fighting some sick now, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, and then next week we've got The Departed, which I'm super excited to rewatch, even though I just rewatched it again. Are you going to rewatch it since you just watched it?
Yeah, I'll watch it again.
Okay. Good. Yeah, I'm going to rewatch it.
Honestly, so I accidentally watched it thinking it was the first episode of the month. And I just got wrapped up in it. So this time I'm going to watch it analytically and try and really pay attention to stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's probably been a year since I last watched it. So I was just like, oh, fuck. I love this movie.
Yeah.
Now I know. Got that out of my system, so now I can kind of focus. And
that's funny you say that because these movies, I love them so much. I'm just like, fuck, I just want to sit and watch them. I don't want to be taking notes. I want to enjoy them and watch them. And it's been hard not to do that.
I got wrapped up in Fury Road. I was just like, oh my god, this movie's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. So these are obviously movies that we love and adore. So hopefully you adore them too, and hopefully you like this episode. Drop us a comment, subscribe, and enjoy watching these movies like we have. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. See ya.